What's going on, guys? This is the F1 Snack Zone where we talk about Formula One and I occasionally eat snacks. Today, I'm eating some Hershey almonds. These are the bomb. Anyways, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about the obvious. The breaking headlines are that Lewis Hamilton is joining the Ferrari team in 2025. And this is kind of crazy. I mean, he's been with Mercedes for I believe 11 or 12 years, something like that, which is longer than most drivers are even in Formula One. So for him to still be in Formula One is already a great achievement. And moving to Ferrari, I think for him seems to be kind of like, what he's always dreamed of. And so he's clearly looking for something new. I'm kind of just taking a little bit of a guess here, but I think that he likely has been doing some simulator work for Mercedes for this next season, and maybe he's continuing to not be super happy with that and the progress over these past few years. So yeah, I mean, he's probably just kind of wanting to just take the dive. If he's not winning races back to back, then he, in a way, has nothing to lose. He really just needs to make a change, especially if the team that he's currently in isn't doing that on his behalf, right? So, yeah, in terms of like him giving the announcement now, I do think that's a little bit surprising. I think it's going to be kind of awkward. There might be some heightened tension between him and the team, as well as the development of the car this next season, because he's basically giving this notice a year early. It's kind of like, when you put in a 2 week notice at a job, usually those last 2 weeks are not super fun, right? Because your employer's not really happy that you're leaving. They're having to find a new person to fulfill your job duties and your position. And so you get kind of maybe left out of some meetings. You get not told certain details. Your opinion doesn't really matter as much. And I think that's going to kind of happen to him at Mercedes this year. So, hopefully it's a smooth transition. I'm sure they'll figure it out, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit of a rough one. I kind of started also thinking about Carlos Sainz, right? He's a little bit up in the air right now, knowing that Lewis Hamilton, I think he signed a 2 year deal with Ferrari or a multi-year. I don't really know for sure, but yeah, I think that leaves Carlos Sainz up in the air. I don't think Carlos is really interested in filling that Mercedes seat. It's rumored that he's going to be joining the Audi team in 2026. So it kind of leaves 2025 up in the air for him. And I don't know that teams are going to be really interested in investing in a driver who may only be available for 1 year, right? So that's something I was kind of thinking about, but who knows? Other drivers like Alonso, he's a bit older, but he's still driven. I think if Aston Martin doesn't continue to turn out the way he expects this next season, and if he's not getting the same amount, if not more podiums this season, I think he would be open, and he might even maybe reach out to Mercedes to join them in 2025. But we'll see. My thing is, I think Mercedes is really looking for the next Max Verstappen, right? George Russell has done an amazing job with these past few seasons, and I think they're looking for someone similar, right? Someone a bit younger, someone who's showing great results, and so that kind of brings to mind people like Lando Norris. However, Lando just signed an extension, so I don't know that that's going to work out. They might still reach out to him, but who knows? Leclerc, just I think depending on how Ferrari does, this season and in 2025, he might be open to moving. It just depends. Hopefully, the strategy doesn't ruin the season for him. And also, reliability of the car has been a little bit shaky at times. So hopefully that is pretty decent for him. And then other drivers like Alex Albon, he's also quite young, kind of in a similar age range to George. And, he's been showing really great results at Williams with the car that he has. And he's also been helping develop that car, right? So I think I wouldn't put it past Mercedes to actually be reaching out to Alex either this year, maybe even next year. I don't know what Alex Albon is thinking. He's done some interviews where he's talked about how happy he is at the Williams. And yeah, I mean, he ultimately feels like he can progress Williams to to do great things. So I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air. But yeah, this season's going to be kind of awkward for Lewis. Not really sure if he's going to be just really frustrated the entire season. But hopefully the car's better, and who knows, maybe he'll regret having to leave. But I think he's still a great driver. He's going to do good things for the team and kind of push the limits of the car that he's given, right? So we'll see. Just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. It was very shocking that this came out, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Mercedes is going to reach out to some of the younger drivers like Lando or Alex Albon and maybe try and get them out of some of their contract extensions? Or do you think that they might go for one of the older dudes like Alonso, who's also clearly still a great driver, but maybe they're looking for someone who they can kind of trust to not just crash the car every weekend. So anyways, let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. This channel is brand new, so I'll be bringing some continuous and consistent content these next few weeks in particular. And yeah, we have some car releases. We're going to be going over that as well. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later.